Touched on something that I tell householders all the time, and it's the concept of return on equity.
Hmm.
So, house flippers or wholesalers or even real estate agents working commission, like it's all good ways to make money, but you miss out on the equity, but you also miss out on the multiplier effect that equity
Yes.
can have. So, keeping it simple from a single family standpoint, that I've got this whole presentation where if I would have flipped a house, we would have made 10 grand.
Hmm.
Pretty disappointing flip because this was needed a lot of work. We're gonna make at the time I recorded that video, $100,000 over 5 years.
Hmm.
That was assuming appreciation doesn't go crazy like it has been. Well, I actually just double checked the comps, and we've had like an extra. We've only owned this house for a little over a year now, and the comps have gone up like an extra 30 grand above and beyond what I've already projected out. So we'll probably end up hitting the 100 grand point by the end of year 4. Same thing with
Hmm.
multifamily. So now maybe year 3, maybe we wait to year 5, we pull that out, and then you go and replace that. Not with either you sell it or you refinance and you take the equity. And
Hmm.
the multiplier effect is you don't go use it to buy one property, you buy two.
Yes.
And over a 10-year period, if you want to keep it super, super simple, you can buy a huge multifamily, and that's great. And that is what we're doing. It's what you're doing. But if you want to keep it super simple, just use the same strategy on single family. You can buy one a year for 10 years. Boom. You got a multi-million dollar assets under management. Let your tenants pay
Yes.
them off. Done. If you want to be a
Hmm.
little bit more aggressive, starting on year 5, start selling or refinancing maybe one of the weakest, sell the weakest one, the biggest pain, or refinance the one that appreciated much. Take that money, buy two more. Now, instead of into 10 years, you've got 15,
It's
20.
funny,
Great
Chris. You're
products.
you're talking on a linear approach, which is what most people do. But by year 5, after you've bought 5 homes, you're not buying a home a year anymore because you've got enough experience. You've got enough people in your network that you're buying 3 and 4 and 5 homes, and you're adding other assets.
Yeah.
I would tell everyone to write these 2 quotes down. They just came to my mind. Transactions pay the bills. Equity makes you rich. Reality. And number 2, it's not what you make, it's what you keep. Multifamily with cost segregation will drop your taxes precipitously if
The
you're doing it.
greatest wealth preservation tool ever.
Absolutely. And look at all of the wealthy. You have to mirror what the wealthy do. The wealthy look at the tax code and they follow the tax code. It's not hidden. You can go out there, you can see what the tax code is. They utilize the tax code. Responsibility, once again. Why are all these rich people rich? Why are they wealthy? Why am I not doing it? Well, they're following the tax code. I wasn't following the tax code to the law. I wasn't following what the government was allowing me for me to do. So that is one of the greatest benefits of what's driving this trend towards multifamily is those cost segregation benefits and the ability for you to have a dividend or a cash flow at the end of every month on top of that, on top of an asset that's appreciating. You're having the principal being paid down by your residents. You have an inflation hedge. There's just so many amazing benefits to it, but it's really ultimately not what you make. It's what you keep. If you're flipping a home, you've got to pay what ordinary income because it's in a business at the end of the year. So
Yes.
you're paying a much higher tax rate. Whereas someone who's investing and putting that money into a deal, they're going to pay a much lower tax rate. They're going to keep much more of the money that they make.
Absolutely. Absolutely.